Thank you guys so much for coming. My name is Mark. I'm a fourth year. I'm from Aliso Viejo, California. I'm concentrating in international studies. I'm joined here by three wonderful Soka students. Do you want to start off? Introduce yourself.
Yes, my name is Shayla, and I am a third-year student here at Soka. I'm concentrating in social and behavioral science and humanities, and I'm from Sebastopol, California.
Sweet.
My name is Danielle. I am a second year here at Soka. I'm concentrating in life science, and I'm from Texas, United States.
And my name is Mai, and I'm a first-year student, and I'm concentrating in SBS, which is social behavioral science, and I'm from Vietnam.
Sweet. So we're all employees student workers at the Office of Admissions. So we have a little more info about what Soka is like for each of us, as well for students, as well as working in admissions. So we're going to be able to share our experience today, maybe, share things about Soka that you may not be able to find on the website and stuff. So I'm going to go right into it. So I'm going to go with what's the best experience here at Soka? Like any personal experiences that you've had within the classroom, outside? Anyone wants to go?
That's a really good question. I was actually just talking to Mai earlier about my favorite class at Soka. It was a theater and performance class with John Kalin. Have you all had John Kalin?
I'm not.
No.
No.
Oh, okay. Well, he's so wonderful. And in this class, we looked at so many different plays. We were able to read different plays, and then we actually put on a performance for the whole school. It was really sweet, and it was so special. Like at the beginning of each class, we would all look into each other's eyes for 3 deep breaths. We had to do it with every single person in the whole class.
Okay. Slightly awkward. Slightly awkward. All right.
It definitely got you over your nerves about performing because you could just see everyone was like so terrified each time. But it was a really good night. It was fun.
Sweet. Okay. Slightly awkward start to the class, but it sounds fun. What about you guys?
I feel like, I don't know why everyone hates core, but my first experience with core was super nice. And I got it with Alexander Hayran, Professor Alexander. And he's like the reason why I really like the class. Like, he introduced us into different perspective to look at the world. Like, he said that, you guys thinking it's global, climate change and stuff, and it's not happening. You guys have to look at the data and stuff like that. And we were like, oh, this is new. This is super new for me. So I really like that class, and it was super fun to have him as a professor.
I think one of my favorite experiences at Soka was last year. They had the Music and Arts Festival.
Oh,
yeah,
okay, that's
and
a good one. Yes.
They brought a bunch of musical artists, and there were some food trucks, and it was just a lot of fun. And you can see families bringing their kids and just dancing. It was just a good environment and a good vibe all around.
Sweet. I think personally for me, it's outside of the classroom as well. Like right now in 2 dorms, we have pool tables, and we got the arcade games in the first year residential hall. So personally, I'll be there at 2, 3 o'clock in the morning just playing pool, playing Mario Kart with friends and stuff like that. Yeah. Mario Kart has been kind of my game recently. So just because we're all all dorm school, so we're all living on campus, so we're together maybe 24/7. So just being able to hang out way past class time or just over the weekend personally is my favorite time, just to be able to chill. But yes, thank you guys so much. So we're gonna go into next question. So this is learning cluster specific. We just finished the learning cluster fair today. So for all underclassmen that did that, congratulations. So learning cluster is a 3-week intensive course here at Soka where you're researching a specific research topic. And that doesn't have to be concentration specific, so it can be anything that you're interested in. You can also make a learning cluster, which is really cool, right? So that's something that happens during January, a little bit into February. But if you guys want to maybe share about kind of the learning clusters that you've taken, any fun experiences, any new discoveries? How about Mai, since you're first year, you're new to this?
Mai was, I wanted to go on a travel thing, but I didn't get in. So I choose a data analysis, which I didn't expect to go anywhere. But then the professor we have a field trip to Laguna Beach to count the visitor, but no one came that day. So we didn't have to do anything. We just enjoy the sunset. And then there was 6 seals on the sea on that day, but we couldn't get closer to them. But yeah, it was super fun, I learned a lot. I learned Python, which made me decide that I don't want anything to do with computer science or anything. Yeah.
It's a discovery. I think that's one thing great about Soka, right? You get to discover cancel things out, find something maybe new that you want to do. I think that's something really important. or second year?
Actually, I love my recent learning cluster. We did.
Oh,
We
the
did.
Brazil learning cluster. Okay.
We went to Brazil to study snake venoms, and these were like snakes that the venoms hadn't really been like talked about or like characterized before. And so we were doing like novel research with these faculty members at the University of Sao Paulo. And we were just trying to figure out what kind of different proteins were in these venoms and if they could possibly be used for antimicrobial properties, like for medicines.
Okay.
So that was really cool.
That's insane. Like actual snake venom. So you're.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Did you get to meet any of the snakes?
We got to see, we went to their serpentarium and we saw a bunch of different snakes. We saw like the anaconda, a bunch of like rattlesnakes. Yeah.
Oh, wow. That's insane. I mean, that's a fun one. So learning cluster, you get to travel as well. So study abroad isn't the only opportunity, right?
Yeah. And
So
it's all included in tuition.
Yes,
too.
it
That's a
is.
really important
Unbelievable.
factor. Yeah.
You want to share about yours?
Yeah, this is my third year doing a learning cluster. I got really lucky that my study abroad, I'm about to leave in 2 weeks now. And so I got so lucky I could do another learning cluster. And I actually did the one, it was called Critical Drag. And it was so much fun. We got to interview different drag queens in the area. And we actually got to go to a drag performance.
I heard.
It was so much fun.
I heard it was so much fun.
Yeah, and it's an important topic too, since it's used for so much activism, and it's just really interesting to look at. It was one of my favorite professors, Ryan.
Oh, Ryan is awesome.
So
I love that.
It was really, really wonderful.
So I'll talk a little bit about mine. I did 3 as a 4th year. I can't take another one. But I've had amazing opportunities. So first year, even though it was online, we have a beautiful telescope here on our campus, the Nieves Observatory. So I did astronomy my first year, and I actually got to control this telescope here on our campus as well as an observatory in Chile from my computer. So I got to take photos of nebulas, Centaurus A, which is a colliding galaxy, the Orion Nebula, super cool. Second year, I did living with nature. That was a really fun one. So like twice a week, we'd go like hiking around kind of like the OC area and like find what foods we can forage. And then the last week we went on a 4-day camping trip with no showers and like no data and stuff like that. Right? It's crazy. And like obviously like no places like plug your phone or like electronics. So it's pretty crazy. We hiked like 4,500 feet like up a mountain. And I came back and I was like taking a shower and like the water is just like murky brown, you know, because it's like 4 days since I took a shower. That's not the worst of it. I was like showering and like a spider fell out of my hair. And I was like, oh my God. Like how long was that dude in there? Like I swear it was very terrifying. But like, you know, newfound appreciation for nature and innovation and development. And then so for my 3rd year, I went to Mexico. So I got to travel as well. I went to study how globalization affects indigenous communities. So that was really cool. Again, all expenses are included in tuition, except obviously gifts and stuff for friends. But an amazing opportunity to kind of just learn about things maybe you wouldn't learn in the classroom. And you get really like hands-on observation, which is really cool, right? All right, so I think next we can talk about student life. So we have students that are part of sports here. Students that do a lot of clubs. If you kind of want to share about like what day life is like, what Soka student life is like, what's your favorite part about it? What's your favorite part about being an athlete? If you guys just want to share.
Take it away, Danny.
I guess life as an athlete, it is a little bit time consuming because like track specifically practices from 5 o'clock. And it goes up until usually an hour and a half, until maybe like 6:30, 6:45-ish, depending on what we're doing that day. So it can be pretty time consuming because that's like during dinner. That's usually around the time like people want to hang out, people want to go to like town center. So it's like, I can't do that, I'm at practice. So it's not terrible, right? Because you get to be a part of like your own different like community on campus with the athletes or your specific track team, the track team. And it's really fun.
Nice.
Yeah.
That is sweet. Anybody? What is it like, kind of like in terms of like maybe academics and dealing with sports at the same time? Do you think it's difficult personally, like having to manage both, or?
It hasn't been too difficult for me, but I do know that for first semester athletes, I think mostly freshmen, they do require you to do 4 hours of study hall as an athlete. Yeah. So they require you to spend 4 hours they have a special study place in the rec center, and you like clock in, log your 4 hours, and clock out.
Oh, wow.
So yeah, it really helps just like build strong study habits.
Okay.
So that's probably why I haven't really had as bad of an issue.
Okay.
Yeah.
What was your concentration again? Where you said
life science.
Life science. So life science and being an athlete. That's a whole nother. So that must be tough. But you're managing pretty well, you would say.
Yeah.
So do you think it's like manageable in terms of like students coming into Soka?
Definitely, it is manageable because your workload is what you make of it. Definitely, it's manageable.
What about you, Shayla? As a non-athlete.
Yeah, non-athlete at Soka. It seems like that would be a lot. I am part of 2 different affinity groups on campus. So I am one of the leaders of the Jewish Student Union, or Jew Crew. And then I'm also in LGBT team. And so I feel like those events, I mean, it's just really sweet. I feel like affinity groups are so important for so many different reasons, obviously. But it's been really nice to have events both like just within the affinity group and then putting on events for the whole school too. So like, I know it was recently Tu B'Shvat, which is the Jewish New Year of the Trees.
Oh, okay.
Which is really cool. And so we just planted an avocado tree on campus.
I heard. I saw it. It's the one like around.
Yes,
with
it's
the fence.
The little cage.
Yeah, right. I saw it.
Really?
Deer don't eat it up.
Okay.
But last year we planted an apricot, and then the year before that we planted 2 pomegranate trees. So we're
really,
yeah, there
where
are pomegranates.
Is that?
Like the ramp
Where?
going up, like 370, and
yeah, it's like
by the senior dorms.
Oh,
like
where?
on the side.
On the side.
Yeah. You can see the pomegranate. There was a whole lot of pomegranates I saw
it's
in the
so
winter.
wonderful, and it's really sweet too because we've had so many people like come to our events, and we didn't realize that the holiday was coming up until like 2 days beforehand. So we really did prepare very well this year. But a couple people still came, and we got to eat dried fruit together, which is really nice.
Really sweet. I saw you guys playing. It was really nice. A lot of pomegranates. But you gotta like catch them before the squirrels do.
Oh, yeah.
So it's quite a battle.
Yeah. The squirrels got them all last year.
Oh, did they really?
Oh no.
It happens. This is your first year?
So as a first year, I don't really do many things. Like I'm still enjoying life right here. And then I usually like just hang out with friends during the weekend. And I didn't do like a lot of things on campus, like not joining any clubs but like I got to work as a social media assistant, which is like super cool. I get to like discover what I want to do in the future if I'm a fit for social media. And like I got a chance to like use like camera, which is like super cool. Like and then like for a first year, I think I spent most of my time like trying to know like what I want and what I want to be in the future. So yeah.
I think that's like one great thing about like Soka is like even the job opportunities we have like kind of prepare you for future. Maybe like social media admissions allows you to kind of get like the management side, logistics, administrative side. You can work in a performing arts center. You got your media office. You got marketing. So a lot of opportunities outside of classrooms. Personally, I'm in a few clubs. We have a poker club.
Are you in the
poker
club?
I am president of the poker club. Yes.
Yeah.
We play like every other day. It's pretty.
Really?
Yeah, we've been playing in like smaller groups. Poker club has grown to like about like 50 people. They're quite a lot. We play poker. We got like F1 Racing Club. I don't know if you guys have heard about that one.
A lot of people got really excited about that.
Yes, on the tour. Yes. We have a whole lot of academic clubs as well. I'm personally part of JUA, which is like the K-pop dance club here on campus. So I really like to dance. In terms of like living on campus, I think my favorite thing is that like each dorm room, right, has like a big white wall, I don't know if you guys have like tapestries or whatnot, but I like to set up like a projector. And so like we watch like movies, like that's where we can play Mario Kart. Again, that's like really what I like about like student life. Otherwise, like I like going off campus. So I like going to the beach. Beach is like 15 minutes away by car, 3-hour hike right behind our campus. Never will do that hike ever. What, have you done that hike?
Yes.
You've done it?
I was tricked.
Oh,
I
what
was
are they?
tricked.
Tell about.
They
tell us about
told me it was going to be like an hour and a half tops hike.
it. Really?
No.
And I'd never been hiking before. And so I was like, oh, it looks like just like, woo. It looks like we can just like go into the canyon and then go over the hill and we're there.
Yeah, it's not too bad. It doesn't look too bad.
It's not.
The beach.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Like before we even got to top of the world, I was done. Like I was already done. I was like, I want to turn around, but I don't know the way back, so I'm just gonna keep going.
Yeah, no, I will never
Let's
do.
get a ride back.
Yeah.
Okay,
we
yeah.
called an Uber back.
Okay.
I was not about to do that again.
Have you done that hike, Mai?
No, I
Yeah.
haven't. I haven't. Yeah.
I would recommend just hopping in a car with someone, just going to the beach. Instead.
Honestly.
Have you done it?
I haven't done. I feel like I have to before I graduate though, because everybody.
That's a good point.
That's true. That's true.
It's something that I feel like everybody's got to do. But I have done a lot of hiking in the canyon.
Okay, so you
Okay.
okay.
To the cave.
I have been to the
I have
cave.
not.
It's really beautiful, and the canyon has so many good hikes.
I went to the cave during my learning cluster.
Oh,
Yeah.
nice.
It was really. I recommend the cave. It's not too far. You can actually go right behind the soccer field.
Yeah.
Or the track field, and
Really?
you can go up. The hill back is like at an 80-degree angle, but
It's
What?
you're like going
It's
like
nice.
straight up. But
I
it's really
can't.
nice. But it's really nice. Yeah, I like the cave as well. Otherwise, like going off campus, what do you guys? I'm a big baseball guy, so I go to Angel Stadium, which is like 30 minutes away. Of course, Disneyland is right there. There's a learning cluster that goes to Disneyland. That's a really popular one.
Everyone tries to.
Everyone gets that one.
I should
But
do
any like off-campus things that you guys like to do personally?
I always like to go to LA. Like that's my favorite spot.
really?
Yeah, I always like Koreatown, trying Korean food. That's my favorite. And then H Mart.
Oh, H
I
Mart.
have to like buy
Have you been?
everything.
How do you get there? Like the
So Metrolink is like free. And
Metrolink
we
is
got
free?
Yeah. And
Oh,
then
for
you can-
students.
And then
That's
Are you
right.
serious?
Yeah.
I have to try that.
and then you have like the special request. You can like just request for like the shuttle to take you to
Go to the station.
to the station, and everything is like free. And then I think that's cool.
Yeah.
How am I just learning this?
I think it's like recently, right? The Metrolink. Was it always?
It was like from last year.
Oh,
so I've been using it forever.
You don't know H Mart?
No.
Oh my
You don't know
God.
H Mart?
We have to take you to H
How do you not know
Mart.
H Mart? H Mart's like a
H-Mart?
Korean like supermarket, but like
H
they
Mart
kind
is
of
heaven.
they have like all Asian like products. So like
Okay.
they got
good.
all instant noodles that you need. They got
All
like,
the
microwave-
flavors of the bulldog spicy noodles,
yeah.
all of them.
They got good stuff.
They got-
You need to go.
Oh my
Okay.
God.
Okay, we should have a little like admissions
Yes.
office.
Oh my god. That's what we should ask.
We should get the admissions office to buy us stuff from H
Oh
Mart.
H Mart
We
snacks.
should.
Have you tried the Korean snacks? Have you
We
tried like
should.
the like honey almond?
Oh my God. The honey butter chips.
Oh,
You need to try. They're so
No,
good.
so
Okay,
good.
so that's on Shayla's bucket list before she leaves. All right, we'll move on to the next topic before we let's just end just talking about H Mart for the last 30 minutes. What is your favorite class and why? I think you talked a little bit about it, and maybe like how the Soka education will help you guys in the future in terms of your careers. I could give like an example, like in terms of like my favorite class personally. Like I enjoy it when like my professor is also really passionate about it. So I took this writing class with my guy Darren. I don't know if you guys know Darren.
Yeah.
Darren Chikatelli.
So much.
Anybody watching, if you come to Soka and you're taking a writing class, take a class with Darren Chikatelli. Like I personally am not like great at writing. I don't like overly enjoy it. But like when I took Darren's class, I was like, I'm going to do the best I can for this man. Like for Darren. Like he really like makes you want to like learn, makes you really want to like write, like enjoy writing. And he's really like, I don't know, like a lot of our classes are discussion based, right? It's like he's always providing insight to every single student's comment.
Yeah.
And it's just like you feel so like valued and respected. And that's what I liked. But like it was my favorite class. So I took writing writing 100 or writing 300 with Darren. And the writing 300, you're allowed to write whatever you want. So it can be about any topic. It can be academic. It doesn't have to be academic. And so I decided to write like a suspense mystery novel. And so I got to kind of write what I wanted and just enjoy my time in that class. And like he provides like really good feedback, which is really cool. He's such a nice guy. That's my favorite class personally. But if any, I guess you shared your theater class, but maybe Mai or Danielle.
I think I share it. It's core 2.
Oh, core 2, core 1.
Yeah.
Favorite class. I'm not sure.
It can be
I have a favorite
interesting.
class.
Interesting.
Ooh. Okay, I do have a favorite professor.
Okay.
And I've taken many well, not many, but like I've taken a lot of classes with her. I've actually taken her every semester I've been here.
Is it life science?
Yes.
Can I guess?
Who?
Is it Susan Walsh?
Yes.
There we go.
I love Susan. She's the best. She actually was the professor for the learning cluster that we went to Brazil as well. I love the way her style of teaching.
Okay.
And it's like she's just great.
Just
Amazing.
Just nice.
Amazing.
Great
She's
at teaching as well.
Great at teaching. Like she teaches like she wants you to understand the topic. And also she has like little flashcards that you pick up when you come into class. And she has like questions on the board on the videos that you watch beforehand. Okay. And so you like answer the questions and she goes over them in class and make sure you understand the topic before giving you like your problem set for the class. Okay. So like that's really cool.
So she like makes sure that you understand truly before you kind of get into the next topic.
Yeah. Plus she does like test corrections, which not all professors do. Not all professors do.
That's really sweet.
That's nice.
I do hear Susan Walsh is very popular within the life science.
She is.
That's awesome.
She's great to talk to too. Like just go up and start talking and she'll entertain your conversation.
Really? I've talked to her like once or twice. I guess like, you know, cross concentration is a little tough to like maybe interact with other professors. But if you guys want to answer the second question, like how does Soka education, like how do you believe it helps you in the future? If you have
I can answer.
Okay, yeah.
Actually, yeah. I mean, I feel like what's been so wonderful about Soka is I wasn't actually sure what I really wanted to do coming in. I was undecided. I didn't know what concentration I wanted to do. And now I picked two. So we're still leaving it kind of open. But I feel like Soka education, all the professors are just, they're so supportive. And I still remember when I was deciding on my concentration, I talked to like 3 different professors and they were totally open to scheduling a one-on-one meeting. And I talked to them and they were able to help me figure out some possible like career goals. I'm really interested in storytelling and possibly working for the Moth, the podcast. And they were just so wonderful with helping me figure that out. And I feel like everyone at Soka is just so supportive in general. And the students too. It's just a really great community.
All right.
I think like wanting to go into like a healthcare profession, having empathy for human life and like being able to like put yourself in other people's shoes is a huge part of being in healthcare. And I think that Soka education has prepared me for a career in that because like I remember core and we'd be learning about like different things that happened throughout history. We'd be learning about different philosophies and just being able to put that into I think I can see myself being able to put everything I've learned into practice in like a healthcare setting.
I remember like someone also taking kind of like that life science, like nursing route was also saying like you learn to be like a doctor for people, not for patients. Yeah. It's like you're really able to look at them from a humanistic perspective, right? Yeah. Mai, do you want to maybe?
I think mine is like pretty the same with Shayla. Sorry. I'm so sorry. Okay, yeah, with Shayla, I don't really know what I want when I came here, and I was saying, like, I'm really open to everything, want to like discover myself more. But like as I was saying, everyone hates core, but I like core. It's just because I felt like what I learned at core make me more like aware of my surroundings. Like that's what I want to be, like not just like more for my career, but like I want to be more like aware of the world. And then I think core kind of like prepares me for that. And there's like this professor who told me that he wants like Soka teach you like how to learn, not like what to become, like how to learn in life, so you can like be more proactive in life, like you just learn by yourself. So yeah,
I think like piggybacking off of that, I like all of you guys, where it's like maybe you don't know what you want to do going into it, but like because like Soka education, again, like we're liberal arts, right? So you're required to take classes outside of maybe like your specific concentration. Like even like looking at like maybe like world problems, like you can't just solve it from maybe like an economic perspective or like a sociology perspective, right? Like you need to understand like how does environment play a role into that? Like, how does politics play a role? How does maybe like history play into a role? That what is the psychology of the people living there? It's like I think like Soka education like really prepares that. We're able to look at things from like different perspectives, and that all starts with core, right? You know, and then like even looking at problems. Are you looking at these people as numbers, as like figures, or are you looking at them as people? You know, like you were saying, and so like I think like having that ability to really look at things holistically, interdisciplinary, I think is like a big thing about Soka education, probably. All right. Yes. So next question. This is, I guess, more specific, maybe towards me and Shayla, but study abroad. It's a big thing here on our campus. You're leaving in 2 weeks. I came back. You guys are going, you very soon. You in like 2 years. So you got a little bit more time, but maybe like share, maybe let's start with Mai, I guess, like what language you're taking. What are you planning on doing for study abroad, if you want to?
Actually, I'm taking Spanish.
Okay.
And then I really want to go to Spain, and I think I'm gonna choose Madrid.
Madrid, okay.
But I'm not sure.
Okay. It's all good.
But my goal is to like travel around Europe when I like studying abroad. Like that's my goal. That's my.
Have you heard the stories about people like?
Oh, I do heard like people like have boyfriends coming back, and then they find like.
I meant more like traveling into the. But okay, yeah, that is a great way. That is a great way to learn the language. Don't get me wrong.
True.
Yeah, finding a partner in your respective study abroad location helps you with it. Yes. Is that maybe? Are you maybe like looking for a partner while you're on?
Yeah, like I'm open to everything.
Okay. It is what it is. Yeah, like it's a great opportunity to meet people. That's not what I meant in terms of like traveling, but like I heard that like when people go to like specifically like Strasbourg in France, they buy their groceries in Germany and like walk back. Cause like it's like right on the border.
Close, yeah.
So like I think like you can take a train or you can walk. You like take the train, buy your groceries in Germany, and then come back. Because it's part of the EU, right? So like you got no like custom control or anything like that. But yeah, travel, find a boyfriend, find a partner. It's a great opportunity. Do you have any like places specifically you want to go besides Madrid?
I really want to go to France too, and I think Venice. That's like everyone like
Venice. That's a great place.
Yeah. Well, it's also so nice if you have friends who are studying in different places.
Oh, that's true. My friends are like. We plan like we're going to meet up somewhere, and then we're like traveling together just to be safe.
That is a good one.
Yeah. I am taking Japanese, so I am going to Japan.
All right. Did you pick where?
I do have a place in mind.
Is it Osaka?
No, it's the Kansai one.
Oh, the Kansai one. Okay. Still in the same region.
Still, yeah, it's the same region.
Is that
but it's not.
Is Ren?
Yeah, Ren is. No. Ren is doing the Osaka CET one.
And then Maya's in Kansai.
Oh, okay. Cool. Are you excited for that?
Yes.
How's your Japanese? We can practice. It's okay. Kansai has great food though, and the people are very friendly.
Yeah,
You're gonna love it. I went to Kansai for high school, so yes, I highly recommend. You're gonna have a great time. Are you gonna go fall or spring? Okay. Oh, I forgot to explain. So study abroad before we go to Shayla. Shayla is going to go for her spring semester. So everyone here at Soka will go to study abroad for a semester. That could either be fall or spring. It ranges from like 4 to 5 months. And you go to a specific country based on your target language. So that includes Spanish, Japanese, French, and Chinese. A whole lot of options, especially for Spanish. That's probably our most offered language. So we got Chile, which I went to. We got Argentina, Puerto Rico, Costa Rica. We have Mexico. We have, of course, Spain. So that's a big one. And then for French, we have 5 locations in France. Dakar, Senegal.
I think French is there right now.
Oh, yeah?
Really
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, V's there, yeah.
V's in Senegal?
Yeah, V's in Senegal. Haruka's also there. Nug is also there as well. Japan, we got 4 locations in Japan. I heard. I don't know. But yeah, so a lot of options. And it kind of depends on like homestay, whether you want to do homestay or you want to be in the dorms, if you want to do something specific. So Europe travel is definitely one of the kind of the big selling points. But you want to share why you chose Costa Rica?
Yeah, sure. Okay. So like I was saying before, I'm leaving in 2 weeks, and I chose Costa Rica for a lot of different reasons. I knew that I wanted to do a program in Latin America, just because I've heard that those programs are a little more like Spanish intensive, and I really, really want to learn Spanish. And I also wanted to do a homestay. And so Costa Rica kind of worked for all of that. It's just so beautiful. I've never been there before.
I heard.
There's so many animals. I want to see a sloth. So
My girlfriend is there right now.
we're gonna meet up. I'm really excited.
She saw an anteater.
Oh.
So, and like a, what is it, like a toucan? A toucan?
Oh, a toucan?
Yeah. It's very like much like rainforest. Right?
Yeah,
Like, right?
we saw toucans in Brazil.
So cool. Right, so a lot to look forward to, especially like environmental studies.
Definitely, yeah.
In
So
terms of that,
it'll be really interesting. I've already they just sent me my contact for my host family, and so I'm gonna send them a message today. I just don't know what to say yet, but I'm really excited to meet them.
I'm really excited.
And so yeah, it's exciting. It's really wild. It's so nice how it's so good. You're kind of in this whole experience with your whole class. And so a lot of my friends have already left on their spring semester, or I had friends who were leaving in the fall too. And it's so nice to feel like you're all, I mean, of course we're going all around the world, but we're doing it kind of as a community too.
Yeah.
And so it's a little less scary knowing that everyone is in a similar situation, and everyone at Soka is going to do that at some point.
I agree.
Get
Absolutely.
ready, you guys.
Yeah. Well, you are leaving almost. So I left about a year ago from my study abroad. I went to Valparaiso and Viña del Mar, Chile. That was a whole experience. I could go so much in depth. But I went because I wanted to learn about kind of the military regime that used to, there's a lot of human rights violations that occurred back in the day. And I really wanted to research about that, specifically the Chilean one, as it's probably one of the more larger ones that occurred back in Latin America. But it was a really great opportunity to learn, really hear kind of the people there, like really speak about their personal experiences, because this was in the 1960s. So it's very much new. And so you really get like a hands-on understanding of what's going on, like how the influence continues on to this day. So again, some people go for the academic reasons on Cerebral, so that was kind of my main goal. A lot of travel opportunities. Personally, I highly recommend Latin America. I think you should go to Latin America. Personally, I went to Peru. I got to see Machu Picchu. Mind-blowing. Unbelievable. Like I've never actually been like lost for words, but that was like the first time. I was like, wow. I went to Buenos Aires, Argentina as well, which is really cool. There's like a soccer game going on. They go ham. Like it's insane.
Yeah.
The entire city shuts down and they're like outside, like drumming. It's super great. Super fun opportunity. I see Julia giving me the eyes. I guess Brazil is better in terms of soccer. But Argentina was also great. I did not get to go to Brazil, so that's next on my bucket list. But it's a really great opportunity. I love my host family. She was like my second mom. I got my wisdom teeth taken out in Chile because it's super cheap. It was like $150 to get him out.
Really?
And my host mom was just like taking care of me, like everything's gonna be okay. And I was like, it was an awesome experience. Like I got to meet so many people. I went fishing a lot because it's on like the coast. Met like a lot of Chilean fishermen. Just made friends. Great. I have a girlfriend, so I did not find a partner there. That's up to you. I'll be excited to hear if your Spanish like super graphic. Oh, got a boyfriend in Spain. But yeah, study abroad is a great opportunity, and we're gonna miss Shayla. Yes. We got a goodbye thing soon, so all right. I think we got 2 more questions. So this is kind of moving more into like a serious question, but so Soka emphasizes. Are you prepared? Are you good to go? So Soka emphasizes the importance of developing an identity as a global citizen. How have your ideas about becoming a global citizen changed since coming to Soka? Some deep convos about to happen, but take your time if needed. Yeah. I can answer first if you guys want to take some time. I think personally, I had kind of like my own idea about like what world peace means to me, like how I define world peace. But again, like, talking to all my friends outside of classrooms, in classrooms, right? We all come from different backgrounds, whether that be religion, identity, experiences. And everyone has like kind of their own maybe ideas of what world peace means to them. It's like being able to dialogue about that, hearing what other people experience what their aspirations are and like what they believe like world peace is, like allowed me to like kind of better understand from oh, like this is what world peace like truly means. And I think like that's how I've like changed in terms of coming to SUA, like really understanding what does it mean to contribute to society, like not just from my own perspective and experiences, but understanding others. I think that's really important. You know, the difference between sympathy and empathy. You know,
That makes a lot of sense.
yeah.
I think for me, a lot of people look at being a global citizen. I think sometimes people just think it's how much you've traveled or how far you've gone. And I think that it's really important to mention that you can be a global citizen and never leave your hometown. I think it's all about empathy and all about caring about other people, especially people that are like different from you, and being able to listen to their perspectives and to contribute. And you can contribute in your own community. You can go further than that. You can go around the world, do whatever feels right for you. But I feel like Soka's just been really wonderful in that way because we have so many different perspectives in each classroom that you're able to listen and to better understand.
Yeah, that's a really good way to put it. We are 50% international.
Yeah.
So diversity is like, diversity is our thing, I would say. But
I think like you guys were saying, it's definitely like a mindset shift that happens once you come to Soka, because like there's a lot of things happening in the world, right? Yeah. And you're like, oh, in the comfort of your own home, you might be thinking, oh my gosh, that's so far away. How can I help or do anything about this? And then you come to Soka and you see someone who's from maybe a country that's experiencing a lot of issues right now. And you're like, oh my gosh, this is affecting them directly. Like this is actually like a real life thing that I'm not just seeing on my screen.
Like closer to what you
closer
actually,
to you.
Yeah. Everything is closer to home for sure.
Yeah. And so like just starting to think about global issues as though it were your own issues, like that's where it starts from, I think. And Soka has really helped in developing that mindset that is needed to be a global citizen. Yeah.
For me, I think it's like a combination of Shayla's and then Daniel's thoughts. I do think first, before I came here, like just like trapped in Vietnam, like not trapped, but yeah, just like you just listen from one perspective. Everyone has like the same way of thinking of things, but coming here, like people coming from different places, and I believe that there's like no right or wrong. It's just like people has different way of looking at things, and you learn how to appreciate their ways of thinking, and you just accept it, you know. And then I think that's what changed me as like the most.
I think like being able to even answer this question kind of just shows how much we've changed as Soka, maybe. Yeah. I don't know, personally, I don't think I would have been able to answer this question in my first year, so hats off to mine, man. Yeah. One semester here, that's crazy. Okay, so last question, but I want to maybe like add a question after just for the fun of it. How do you think they're trying to maybe like put this maybe kind of idea of global citizenship or our mission statement into practice maybe after graduating? Like, what are your guys' plans? Like, what do you want to do after graduating?
You're closer to graduation.
Okay. Oh, yes. Okay. Yeah. Oh, okay. I can go. Yes, I can go. I think as a fourth year, personally, I'm still kind of debating on what I want to go to. And I always thought like, global citizenship, I need to work at like an NGO, like an NPO, like work at the UN, like do something like that. But I really realized like, like being a global citizen and like really contributing to someone else's life doesn't have to be like within that perspective. It's just being able to contribute to even like one other person is really being a global citizen. And so like I want to do something that I'm really passionate about and being able to contribute to peace in that way. And so I'm debating on two. So one of them is baseball related. Big baseball guy. So I'll either be working in baseball or I'll either be working in London for a financial information company. And so I think regardless of the job that I choose, I think if I can just simply be at the service of another person, I think is more than enough to being able to really take the mission statement into heart. But yeah, I can't believe I'm a semester away. It's insane. Time flies. Time really flies.
It does.
Yeah, you were a second year. You're almost a third year.
No.
That's insane. You're going into your fourth year next semester. So when time flies, I'm so old. Like, what year were you born in? What year were you born in?
2005.
That's insane. 2005.
Oh gosh.
It's a compound sentence. 2005. Compound sentence, Shayla. I feel so old. Oh my gosh. But if you wanna, yeah.
I can go for it. Yeah. I still am definitely looking at a couple different paths. I actually just had a meeting with our career counselor, Jonathan Ray, a little while ago, and he was really helpful. He was saying how people often have like 6 or 7 different careers throughout their whole life, and that's completely normal. So you don't need to put too much pressure on finding the one, which was really helpful for me. But right now, like I was kind of mentioning before, I'm really interested in storytelling. I feel like it is so important for being a global citizen, for contributing to world peace, because through storytelling you can hear someone else's perspective, and you can also have the ability to share your own story and be heard. And so because of that, I've really looked into the Moth podcast. They do a lot of work around the world for storytelling, and I mean, big dream would be working for National Geographic. That would be amazing.
Oh, all right.
Love that.
Will we see like a page written by Shayla? You think so?
That would
Yeah.
be great.
We're gonna see it one day.
Yeah, but we'll see. We'll see where it all goes. I feel like next year is really going to be the year where I start to, I don't know, figure that out a little bit more with more concrete plans.
Imagine like watching like National Geographic on like TV, right? And you're like you hear like a narration, you're like,
I know that voice.
That's Shayla.
Like, that's Shayla.
We'll see
And
it
the
happen.
camera pans to her, and it's her name.
Oh my god,
Like,
it's Shayla. She did it. All right.
You'll see.
You too, maybe. I mean, we got the medical route over here.
true. I think as someone who wants to go into healthcare, I think I can put a lot of the value creation side of Soka into my practice as a nurse or a healthcare professional, especially because like you're dealing with people's lives. Like you're dealing with people's lives, you're seeing people sometimes having the worst day of their lives. Sometimes they're just like having a bad time right now. Some people are happy. It's just a variety of people. And to be able to have an impact on their lives in a positive way would mean a lot to me. And that's actually like one of my passions, is to like be able to have one-on-one interactions with people and be able to make a positive impact on their life, even just from like talking to them, or even with anything that I did. So I think that's how I can kind of use everything that Soka has taught me into my future career.
This makes me so happy. You know, this makes me so happy because I actually gave Danielle her campus tour.
He did.
Yeah. I gave Danielle her campus.
remember.
Yeah, I gave Danielle her campus tour. So that makes me so happy that she's here.
And I came here.
Amazing. I know.
She get a raise.
As a first year, it's really difficult to say what I really want to do after graduate. Like I don't even know what I want to do right now. But as I mentioned before, I really wanted just to be more aware of everything. Like everything I know a little bit, just to be, more intellectual, become someone who is like helpful, just like not like really a big thing. Like you don't have to be like a leader or something, but just like by, going out, seeing someone needs help, then I will be able to be the one who helps them. Like I want to change myself in that way.
Yeah.
Look at that. Us global citizens.
Global citizens.
So this is the last question. We're gonna end on like a easy note, what is your favorite place on campus? I think this is a big question that we get a lot. I know this is a toughie.
See.
There's a lot of great places on campus. I know this is a tough question, but
I've actually already gotten an answer.
okay, all right, go for it.
Yeah, I think it's the garden.
Yes, you want to talk about it a little bit
Oh
too?
my gosh, it's so amazing. Well, my friend, 2 of my friends run the Soka Garden, and so if you're in a sustainable agriculture class, you actually have a plot in the garden. I haven't been in that class, and I've still gotten a plot. You can ask them for one, and often they have a couple extras. But I've grown some peas, some carrots, tomatoes, and the garden's just such a special place because I feel like it's so calming. There's also Wi-Fi out there now, and so you can
Really?
Actually, sometimes I go out and work on like an essay and then water all my plants, which has been really nice. We also sometimes have little gatherings out there so we can all cook food together.
Yes.
There's a lot of orange trees around campus too, and so we've squeezed orange juice and had fresh orange juice with our meal. It's been really sweet.
There's like the communal garden area, right, where you can like pick. You guys have mints there. So I take mint sometimes. Yeah.
Super.
Yes, I do that.
I think you already know what I'm about to say. My favorite place on campus is
I have no idea. Is
Curie
it Curie
Hall.
Hall?
Okay, that's fair.
As an LS.
probably.
Yeah.
I've spent like at least 4 hours a week every week in this building that we are currently in. It's a beautiful building,
It is.
though.
It is our newest
It's a
teaching
great-
hall. It is
It's
our
a
newest
great
teaching
place
hall.
to study.
Yeah.
Like no one's gonna bother you. Like there's many different study spots. The study spots actually have like adequate charging spaces.
Yes,
So you
that
can
is
like
true.
charge your phone, your laptop, your power bank all at the same time.
Yeah, that is true. It's
so
really
like
nice.
that's great.
A lot of lighting, a lot of natural
Lots
lighting.
of natural
as you can
lighting.
see.
Lovely place to sleep.
Ah, yes.
Lovely place
second
to
floor,
sleep.
the round couch, second floor.
Yes. Oh my gosh. Like second floor,
Love.
like like the orange chair.
Yes.
And I just like sometimes I go there to study and I just put my feet up and I'm like gone.
Oh yeah, I face myself to the side and put my
yeah,
feet.
I'm like
You gotta do
gone.
it. Yeah.
This is just, I'm learning so many things I've got to do from
You gotta do
Mhm.
it. Me? I like my room. I'm not even gonna lie.
Yeah.
I love my
About
room.
that as well.
I love my room. First year, you're in one big room with one other roommate. But second year, it's like kind of like a suite, right? So you got your own like living space, and then you share a bathroom. Private bathrooms, by the way, here at Soka. That's a big plus. But I like my room. I have bougied it out as much as possible. I got my K-pop posters in there. I got a TV.
You got a
I
TV.
got a TV in there. Yeah.
Yeah.
I got my like the 60s like refrigerators, like the pastel color ones. I got like a blue.
What?
Yeah, I got like a retro. I got a matching microwave. Yeah, you can't beat my room. Yeah, it's just I love my room so much. I would be there every day if I
I
could.
want that.
Yeah. It's got great lighting of the canyon as well. Yeah, I would say my room.
I think I would be like first year dorm. Like that's where all the fun happening right now. Like I don't really want to leave the dorm right now. I really want to like that's where like the white things you don't know, like the students inside, the students gathering, and then people just like friends coming over to your room. Yeah, so I would say, and then also I really love my roommates. So shout out to Isabel, and then I really love her. So I think like yeah, just the dorm. That's my favorite place. Like
What? Yeah. Enjoy your roommate. Yeah.
Second year, you're not gonna see like half your class.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Even,
You're not
imagine
gonna-
third year.
No,
third year,
yeah.
really-
Third year, you really
Really
won't see
don't
half of
see-
your. You really won't see half of your class. They're all over the
no.
world. But
Yeah.
well, yeah. Thank you guys so much. So that's the end of the questions. I really appreciate it all, and hopefully that was educational for each of us. But yeah, thank you
Thank
so much,
you.
and we'll see you again soon.
Bye.